Hey everybody, it's Jen from Britical Saiyans here, and today I'll be showing you my Yamcha deck profile. And I have gone, before I start the video, I have gone for Yamcha Bird. Did try something else, but it's a bit difficult to do, so here we go. So on the leader we have Auto Burst 2, so mill 2, when it attacks to draw a card, and you awaken on 4 by switching 2 energy over, and you get Yamcha the Hungry Wolf. So this is where it kind of comes into play more. So you have Auto Sparking 5, when this card attacks you draw a card and you gain critical. And then Active Main, once per turn, you choose one red battle card in your battle area. The chosen card can attack battle cards that are in active mode for the duration of turn. So obviously you run a load of things that just do damage when you kill a battle card, and regardless of its position, you aim to kill. So going into the X cards, which there is very little of, we have, well, I may as well show them together. So we have 3 copies of the Afterimage Technique and 2 copies of Valor's Assistance. So these are basically the counters for the deck. It's the only X cards I run. You got the free Afterimage, which can increase your leader's power and decrease a battle card's power, and of course it's active on Sparking 5. And you've got the Valor, which is just a straight negate to switch something of yours back to active mode, so saving something that's going to be doing a lot of damage that you don't want your opponent to kill. And that is all the X cards right there. Very simple. Next we have the 1-drop battle cards, and there is 4 of Evolution Premonition Frost. So Frost has a handy ability where you pay 2 energy, you can look at the top 7 for a Frost with the Evolve ability and place it on top of this card as Evolve, and then shuffle the deck. So this I've kind of ported over from Kefla, which I can link or whatever, and basically it searches out the Frost that we do want to see, and it's just a nice little 1-drop to make that a whole lot easier. And we have 4 copies of Intensifying Powered Trunks, which is our Self-Awakener for the deck, because it's auto on the attack. You may choose a card from life at your hand. If you do, he gains 10,000 critical for the duration of the turn. So it's crit pressure, it's self-awakening, and it's a target for another card in the deck. Going on to our 2 drops, which is just our super combo, we have 4 copies of Master Roshi Martial Expert. So this is the Sparking 5 super combo for red, because we fuel the drop quite easily, especially with the leader having the burst ability. So when you come with this card for leaders red, draw a card, and like I said, it's a Sparking super combo. Could use the 4 life one, but this is just better, more consistent. So going to the 3 drops, we have 4 copies of Deadly Defender Krillin. So it's a 3 cost with 20k power, has barrier, and the permanent ability of during your opponent's turn, if your leader is red and this card is in rest mode, your opponent can't attack the lead card, and this gains minus 5k power. So all Deadly Defenders do the same, just with different colours, and it's a nice way to slow down your opponent as you're trying to burn them out. We have 4 copies of Vegeta Powerful as Ever. So it's 3-drop 15k power, and it has the auto ability of when this KOs an opponent's battle card, deal 1 damage to their life. So obviously the first of many cards that are going to do that, and it's made easier thanks to Yamcha's secondary ability. So you can hit something in active mode if it's really weak, or you just want to kill it and your opponent's trying to save it. But yeah, it is one of many cards that can do this. And next we have 4 copies of Virtuous Strength Gohan. So again, 3-drop 15k power, has the permanent ability of if your lead card is red, this can attack battle cards in active mode, and during your turn, when this KOs an opponent's battle card, inflict 1 damage to your opponent. So again, it's something that does the burn damage, It can attack battle cards by itself, regardless of Yamcha, and it's another 15k target for something you're going to see soon. And finally, in the 3 drops, we have 4 copy of the strongest boy there is, Yamcha at 100%. So this is kind of like a big gun of the deck, really. It's the most reason people do a Yamcha burn deck, because of how it works, and it's just really good. So it's got 19k, but that changes when you do the active main. So it's active main once per turn, burst 5, so you have to mill 5. If your lead card is a red Earthling, for the duration of turn, this card gains 6,000 power, can't have its attacks negated, and inflicts 2 damage to your opponent when it KOs a battle card. So it becomes a 25k, it can't be negated, you don't just like combo into it, do 2 points of damage, which helps you along the way. And again, it's the main reason people will do like a Yamcha burn deck, because this thing can just hit hard and fast. The fact that it can't be negated means you can just target something really weak, and then you're just like, okay, I'll combo into it to make sure it dies. The only downside is to burst 5, but it's a good power balance. Just don't go up against Janemba. I learned that the hard way. It was not fun. I could have cried, but I'm too manly or whatever. Next we have the 4 drops, starting with which we have 3 copies of Chain Attack Trunks. So 4 drop 20k power. It can evolve for 2 red energy onto a Trunks GT, which obviously we have the 1 drop. That's the main reason we run it. This card can attack battle cards that are in active mode. Not really anything important there, because it doesn't do a burn damage. Instead, when you play this card, you can choose up to 1 battle card from your hand with 15 or less power and play it. So this is a nice easy way for us to get out things like Vegeta and Gohan. They're like our helpful burners, so you can just play the Trunks to get one of these guys out, save paying the energy for them, have them start swinging at stuff and start doing the burn damage. Just makes the deck flow nicer, and it means if we still have a 1 drop after we've awakened, we make use of it instead of just a combo fodder. And most of the time you tend to combo this after you place another one on top, so down to you. Next we have 4 copies of Foreseeing Hit. So this guy helps with something else that we run in the deck. It's got double strike and 20k power, and the auto ability of when you play a card from your hand, your opponent reveals their hand. Choose up to 2 battle cards with 35 or less power from them and send them to the warp. At the end of your opponent's next turn, return all the cards that were sent to their hand. So it's just a nice way to slow down your opponent, take things out that would save their life, maybe take stuff out that would kill you next turn. And like I said, it's a 20k double striker, which is a target for something else in the deck. So next we have 4 copies of Terror Assault Frost. So it's 4 drop 15k power, so again target for chain attack. It evolves with 3 energy, 2 being red, onto a Frost, but obviously we have our 1 drop to make it quicker and easier. He has double strike, and the auto ability of when this card attacks a battle card, KO that card after the battle, then if your opponent's leader has 10,000 less power, inflict 1 damage. So even if the attack changes target, you still kill the original thing, I do believe. Not 100% on that, but it's the fact that it doesn't burn damage. A lot of time your opponent will try and stave off Awakening, whether it's because they're Shenron or they've got the energy on tap and they want to make use of that in their turn. It just becomes really useful. Didn't used to be, but now that we've entered this kind of new age of leaders, it's a whole lot better. Next we have the 6 drops, starting with which we have 3 copies of Miraculous Comeback Ultimate Gohan. So it's a 6 drop 25k power, again double strike. It has the permanent ability of if you have 3 or less cards in your hand, including this guy, reduces cost by 4 in your hand on battle layer, so it comes out for 2 energy, which is really useful. And the also ability of when this KOs your opponent's battle card, inflict 2 damage to your opponent. So again, a major bit of burn damage, and it can come out really quick and easy. And finally, we have 4 copies of Lightning Fast Hit. So the reason we run Forcing Hit. So your 6 drop 25k power, it evolves for 5 energy on top of a hit, 3 of which being red. It has double strike, and when the card evolves into this card, it deals 2 damage to your opponent. So usually it's your end game, or you can play for it to force that final bit of pressure. And that being said, that is my Yamcha deck profile. So thank you very much for watching. Leave thoughts in the comments. It's a bit of a quick run through on the deck, I know, but it's not the most in-depth deck. You go for burn damage, you play things that do burn, and you hit your opponent hard and fast. So yes, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.